All right, welcome everybody. So we got another KC Tool Unboxing episode for you today. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these, so hopefully you guys still enjoy them. Okay, so first thing up, I bought a set of these Wiha PicoFinish drivers. So the part number on this set is 26093, and this is just a set of slotted drivers because that's what I often use for, Phoenix style terminal blocks. We do use the screw type, and then you can also use these for the spring type terminal blocks as well. They work great for that. So it's kind of odd that the picture on the back here is not the same type of driver that's actually in the box. It's like somebody might need to update that. So we'll take a quick look at these. So the difference between these and your typical Wiha drivers is the finish here of the black part, which is like a it's really like a micro type finish. I wouldn't call it rubber, but it's kind of got the feel of like like a grip on like maybe a bat or a racket. It's a very, very grippy surface. So you can see we got way down there, doing some tiny work. So yeah, we'll take a look at these. These are a lot more expensive than the normal Wiha drivers. So we'll have to evaluate if the price is worth it. But they look pretty nice from what I could see so far. But I guess time will tell on that. But this will pretty much give you every slotted size you need. So hopefully we'll take a look at those in the near future. And then before we get too far, we got our complimentary number 2-bit here. And it looks like we got a flyer for some Bara tools. So next thing I got is actually a set of 1/2-inch drive In-Hex or Allen or just hex bits. So the model number is IN19PM on these. With the part number there, you can read off. What happened here, I had a situation where I had to put these caps on some pipes, and you would think out of all the tools I have, I would have that hex size, but obviously I didn't. I think it's 12 millimeters is what that is, and I literally checked every single toolbox I had, and I had no 12 millimeter hex keys at all. I had a 14 and I had 10s. With getting so frustrated with that, I was just like, you know what, I'm going to buy this set, and if I ever run into these again, I know I'll have the right size. And the strange things about these is these are actually 3/4 inch MPT fittings, but the hex on them is metric. So I don't know if that's a new thing now, because it used to be in the old days this would be just a hex on the end here that you put like a socket on or something. We'll take a real quick look at this. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the nice thing about this one, it's still got the old school Gedore case on there, metal case. I'm guessing at some point they're going to move to a plastic based case, but this thing's got a lot of weight to it too, so I don't know how it would hold up. There you go, you got individual inserts for all of these sizes. So yep, it was 12 millimeters was that size that I needed. At least now I'll have a set of these, because typically you get up to 10 millimeters on any typical L key set. And then these larger sizes like the 17, you only run into these very occasionally, but that's a pretty nice set, and those are just 1/2-inch drives. 5, 6, 7, 8, and they do have a 9, which doesn't really get used that often. 10, and then 12, 14, 17. Just a tip: if you're ever in a pinch and you need this hex size, what I've always done is take a bolt head, if you can find the right size bolt head, and then just put basically 2 jam nuts on the end, and then just use a socket on the end of those jam nuts. So it's a very nice set. I might end up picking up the SAE version of this as well. They're about the same price. But I want to get this one first, see how I liked it, because I don't think I would say I would use the SAE one as much. So here's just something pretty random. So this is just a Stahlwille branded carbide scriber. You know, I'm sure that some company out there is just pumping these out and then putting whoever's name on it. We'll pay them. But the model number is 12322 on that. And that just has a carbide tip for scribing metal. When you're doing cutting and stuff on like aluminum, soft metals, you can just scribe right on there. It's a useful thing to have. They're not very expensive. And there's a bunch of companies out there that have very similar models. So next thing I got here is another set of Torx L keys. Now I know I got plenty of these already, but there was something that caught my eye on the actual catalog listing for these, and it looks like they may have actually fixed it on the package. So on the catalog listing, it clearly said rust free right on the catalog. Now I know it was in quotes, so I guess, you know, legally they can get out of any kind of false advertising issues there. But I don't see it looks like they changed it to corrosion free up here, which I don't know, that might be worse, because you can have corrosion without having rust. So yeah, we got corrosion free. And the reason I put that label on there, these are supposed to have a special kind of a zinc alloy finish to them that's unique to this particular product. None of their other Torx L keys have this particular finish. Weather safe, indoor outdoor finish. So you know, I got my board out there of tools. Anytime I see that, I'm really tempted to test it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one from this set and throw it out there. We got to keep them honest here if it's not actually outdoor safe. Nobody actually makes a stainless version of Torx L keys yet. It's got to be something to do with the hardness that's required to, you know, get these little fins on here. Because, you know, the stainless hex L keys, while they're great for corrosion, they're not going to last longer than your black ones because they are a softer material. So in order to actually test that claim, I picked up a regular finish Wiha Torx L key. This is a T25. So if it really is just a zinc coating, you know, zinc does corrode over time. I've found plenty of things metal detecting that were zinc that were totally corroded, even they were probably 100 years old. So it looks like Wiha is trying a new label format out there. I guess they're going with some kind of like mill standard 130 or something like that to maybe they have some government customers, they got to meet some requirements. So I think I will throw this out on that board sometime soon. We'll throw this one next to it, and I think I'm going to take the Vero one that I was doing some testing on down. I think it's had enough abuse after a couple months up there. It's not totally rusted, but I think it's about as rusted as it's going to get for a while. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and I'll catch you guys next time.